Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trail Talk, the 100th episode. If you can believe that, I cannot. Fortunately, that's like, 100 episodes. You can squeeze a bunch of episodes in. So that doesn't mean I've aged a lot since this all started. Thank goodness. Okay, so 100 episodes, and we are celebrating today with a fantastic lineup. We have the Cowboy Opry Band, Lou Baggett, Jan Carroll, Jilly and Clancy Jones, Jay Snyder. I mean, we have a great show ready for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Let me give you a little, little background, I guess, for Trail Talk. So as most of you know, we started Trail Talk when the pandemic hit and everything closed down. And this was the brainchild of Scott, our executive director here at the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. And so we just ran with it. And our very first episode was myself and my coworker, Mary. You guys have seen us do a lot of episodes together. And we talked about cowboy gear. And that was on Wednesday, April the 22nd of 2020. And I was looking it up. In July, we went to 2 episodes a week from 1 episode a week. So, the demand was so great that we did not want to make any kind of disappointment for our viewers. So our 80 people joined us on Zoom for the first episode. But let me kind of clarify that. Not everyone who joined us on Zoom for that very first episode was watching for the purpose of learning about cowboy gear. Those were the days when Zoom was get crazy and you just have these people that somehow they would get onto your Zoom meeting. And anyway, we talked about it earlier. We had 3 or 4 people on computers kicking those people off when they were doing things they should not have been doing on Trail Talk. Because you could see everyone. Oh, it was crazy. We'd glance over, and anyway, people would call and say, somebody's doing such and such. Anyway, if you guys know, you've heard those stories. Well, it happened to us too. But it was kind of encouraging nonetheless, because we did have a large number of people watching, and we just kept going and going. And as of today, we have had 41,728 people join us on Trail Talk, which is it just makes me smile. That makes me so happy that Trail Talk endured the pandemic beginning and then opening up and then kind of slowing down. And now we're ramping back up, and we have guests coming in and schools coming in, but Trail Talk is going to continue on. I'm just so excited about that. That makes me just really happy. We have regular viewers. Unabel has watched from the very beginning, and we have a friend in Pennsylvania named Stefan, and he watches a lot. Sometimes he watches on Zoom still, and so we can tell when he's logged in. And we just love it that you guys are so faithful. And Mom and Dad, hi, I know you're watching. You always do, and I thank you so much for that. Anyway, I've got a few announcements that I want to make before we get into the show. First of all, we have new hours that are going to start on Sunday, this coming Sunday, May the 9th. And so we are going to be open now from Tuesday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we're adding a day, we're adding an hour every day. And so we're ready for visitors to come and hang out with us around here. But Sunday, May 9th isn't just new, we're going to be open on Sunday or new hours. Sunday, May 9th is also Senior Sunday for any of you who are, 55 and older, because then you would be free. I'm sorry, I can't get in for free. That's not true. I could, but anyway. So if you want to do something really awesome for your mom, because Sunday's also Mother's Day, bring her up here and she'll think you just, paid a lot of money, did a lot of really cool things for her, and really you're getting in for free. If she's 55 and older. So anyway, So join us on Sundays, starting this coming Sunday. And then my last thing I want to tell you about, we have a special knife giveaway. This is for Father's Day. This knife was forged and the handle was carved, and looks like there are pieces of probably an antler and some other things put together to make this, by our featured artist, Skip Rowell. And Skip also made the leather sheath for it, and he did all the tooling on that. He's a very talented artist. He has this knife and a lot of other things. He's an artisan when it comes to this sort of thing. He's also a painter. He's just a really talented guy. And so between now, today, and June 16th, that's before Father's Day. That's on a Wednesday. June 16th is Wednesday before Father's Day. Come to the Heritage Center and say, I'm here to see the Skip Rowell exhibit, and you will be entered into a drawing that will be held on June 16th. I will announce the winner on Trail Talk that day, and it's for this knife right here. So just come by, say, I'm here to see the Skip Rowell exhibit. We will, this will be on social media. This will be some words that you can, see, so you'll know for sure what to say. But get registered, because this knife is super great. And like I said, he has a lot of others, and they're all for sale. So check it out. Okay, is that everything, Scott? Is that all the info? I'm getting shrugs. My crew, I'm telling you, I just don't know about them. They're great. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Our very first guests are probably the guests who've been back the most. It's the Cowboy Opry Band. We have Alan. Of course, Alan came on the first time by himself. Let me see. Came on in May of 2020. You were one of our very first guests on here. And right. That was just.
They love me.
Oh, they do. I can tell. And then the Cowboy Opry Band, you guys all came on July the 1st last year. And then you came back at Christmas and played Christmas songs for us. And so we just appreciate so much the way you guys have helped Trail Talk. And plus, I mean, they're great entertainers. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to you guys and let you sing some songs for us.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Happy to be here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us here very much. Everybody told me he was a dream, picture perfect, like he stepped right off the screen. Said that he would sweep me off of my feet. I'm still standing though he didn't do it for me. 'Cause I don't give nobody no baby, never mind. I wanna down low up with a sunrise man, make a truck driving more on There's a young man that I know, his age is 21. Comes from down in southern Colorado, just out of the service, is looking for his smile someday soon. Going with him someday soon. Parents cannot stand him as he rides the rodeo. Father says that he will leave me crying. I would follow him right down the toughest road I know. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. When he comes to call my phone, got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he's just as wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's driving into North from California. He loves his darn old Romeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he comes to call my phone, got a good word to say. Guess it's 'cause he's just as wild in his younger days. So blow you old blue northern, blow my love to me. He's driving into North from California. He loves his darn old Romeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday soon. Someday soon, I'm going with him someday Thank y'all so much.
Hey, before you guys sing one more for us, so whenever we first invited you to come on Trail Talk, your Cowboy Opry in Comanche, you guys were
Mhm.
closed down like every place was. And then when did you open back up? Do you remember?
Oh,
I can't remember.
yeah.
In February?
Sometime in February.
Okay, so
February.
you closed for almost a year. Is that right?
Mm,
No.
well, yes and no.
Okay,
Yeah, of course, I had my music store open all the time,
right, okay.
but
Yeah.
the Opry, I did shut down probably a total of 3 months. That was
Okay.
it. And the rest of the time, when it opened, we didn't have a lot of participation,
Mm-hmm.
but we were.
And so tell folks, the Opry, that's a gathering on Thursday
Every
evenings?
Thursday, it's an acoustic jam session, open mic, and it's family friendly. And we have food, so
Mhm.
People come and eat. Starts at 5:30 eating, and music starts at 6:30, and we go to about 9.
Okay, and that's right there on the corner of
Yeah,
81
Rodeo Drive.
and Rodeo Drive in Comanche, Oklahoma, y'all.
Can't beat that.
California ain't got nothing on that.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you guys are always so great. You play on National Day of the Cowboy. You're always willing to, perform. And, that was one of the things that one of the motivations, I think, for Scott, besides just helping people know that, hey, the Heritage Center, we're still around, is we kind of were able to give artists at a venue, a place where they could perform or create art or show off, their pieces and things. And so it was just really became a nice thing in that respect. And I think that was one of my favorite things about Trail Talk starting out was,
It was a godsend, really,
Yeah,
because I mean, live music completely stopped everywhere.
Yes.
And I'm sure for the artists and
Right.
everybody,
They didn't have shows that they could go to sell or,
so we're very appreciative.
right. Well, and I am too. And because I just have had a chance to meet so many great people and, hang out and everything. So anyway, Cowboy
Great
Opera
facility.
Band. Thank you.
Great
Thank you so
facility.
much.
Yes.
And
Come
of
check it out. It's awesome. Kid friendly, like you said. It's really kind of centered for the
Mhm.
children, and it's a great place to come. So
Yeah.
come check it out.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Thank you.
it. One
We'll
more
do one
time, the
more,
Cowboy
yeah.
Opry Band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Missy Fry. gave
Oh,
them
yeah.
Blankenship.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Alan,
I
and
mean-
Mr. Alan
I
Wooten
know,
right
I
here.
know I am. Okay, here we go. I left Tucson with no destination in mind, running from trouble the jail term judge had in mind. The border meant freedom, a new life and romance. That's why I thought I should go. Start my life over on the seashores of Old Mexico. First night in Juarez, I lost all the money I had. One bad senorita made use of one innocent man. I must keep on running, it's too late to turn back. Wanted in Tucson, I'm told. Things will blow over on the seashores of Old Mexico. Two Mexican farmers en route to a town I can't say gave me a ride on a flatbed I loaded with hay. Down through Durango, Lima, Perea, then into Manizango, where I slept in the sunshine on the seashores of Old Mexico. After one long siesta, I was waking in the middle of the night, startled by someone who shadowed the pale moonlight. My newfound companion, one young senorita, offered a broken hello to the gringos she found on the seashores of Old Mexico. She spoke of Sonora and swore that she'd never return. To her Mexican husband, she really had no great concern. She loved this gringo, my long hair and lingo, That's all I needed to know. Found what I needed on the seashores of old Mexico. She loves this gringo, my longer and lingo. That's all I needed to know. Found what I needed on the seashores of old Mexico. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You want us to move on first, Deb?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's talk to Lou over here. Hey Lou, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, so Lou came in October.
I can't even remember.
It was October. I looked it up, so I would have all this information, but yeah, you came in October, and I had actually reached out to the Chisholm Trail Arts Council and asked Darcy, can you, I mean, I know Darcy, and so anyway, I said, could you be, introduce me or help me find out how to get in touch with some artists? And Lou was one of the names that she gave, and you're actually served on the board.
I am. I'm the president of the Chisholm Trail Art Council this year.
Okay, all
Kind of a
right,
new thing for me. So
yeah, so how's that?
it's going really well, you know,
Uh-huh.
kind of like the Heritage Center, you know, we're just trying to have a place for artists and try to get some things out there for people.
Mhm.
And, you know, not all of our activities have been full force, but we haven't canceled anything. We've tried to keep on going.
Right, their concert series, the January concert,
I
had
guess
to
that's
get
true. There was
bumped.
one that got bumped.
I think, is it gonna be in
It's gonna be
June?
in June 5th or 4th. I'm not
Can't
sure. I have to
remember.
think.
Summer
Summer
Breeze
will be there,
though,
yes, and
guys.
that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, their concert series is always so great. 4 concerts every year.
There's a website, so if
Mhm.
you want tickets, you can buy tickets to that on the website, or you can
Mhm.
call Darcy at the Art Council.
Yeah, and you can be a member of
Yes.
the Art Council, and you can get tickets to go to the whole series.
Yes.
You can, or you can just buy tickets for the series.
Yes.
But
When
or
you
what-
join, there's different things. You get
Mhm.
free tickets within your package, just depending upon what you want to, how much you want to put in and that sort of thing.
right,
But anything like that supports us, and that's what's
right.
at this time, you know, that was good, because even last year, you know, there was a lot of people that were hit so hard, they couldn't take out ads, which is supports us and different
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
But I want to mention that, you know, besides the art gallery that we have, which is up right now, and there's a show going on, and we do the CTEC Live, people know about those things, but I don't know that they know really that we go into the schools, the public schools, and we bring in teachers, art teachers, music teachers, writing teachers, to do special programs with the kids here in Stevens County.
Mhm.
And then we also have the Arts Explosion, and that'll be coming up. We're already taking names for the summer camp in July. It's the 3rd week in July,
Mhm.
and that's a biggie for us. So
Right, yes. And were you able to do Art Explosion
we
last
did,
summer?
we
I
took
couldn't
it down
remember.
to, normally there's, you know, a couple of, maybe 100 and something kids that come to
Right.
it through the week. But we took it down to like 18 per class, and we spread them all out. And
Social distance and
masks
all
and
that.
that sort of
Right,
thing.
right. Well, the Chisholm Trail Art Council is just a fantastic organization within the community, serves the whole Stevens County. And just there's always something beautiful over there in your gallery to go look at, or
There's
you know,
different
just,
shows
yeah,
and-
you guys just really help bring the arts to Stevens County, and we appreciate that very
Yeah,
much.
that's our sole goal, is to bring
Yeah.
art.
Well, yeah, rocking it, girls. So
Okay,
talk to us about
so
what you're doing
When I was
here.
here last time, we got interrupted by, we had the 3 rodeo queens.
Yes.
And they were so much fun, and you were so impressed, I thought, with the rodeo queens.
Yes,
My daughter had been a rodeo queen, so I knew that whole
that was a very
Party.
fun, yeah, it's kind of special
Yeah.
thing that
And
happened.
so I thought, well, I'll do a rodeo queen for you guys. This is my
Oh,
daughter. A picture
okay.
of her years ago.
Okay. And the daughter who is also an artist?
Yes.
Okay.
You want me
I-
to plug her too?
Listen, I called her and talked to her and tried to see if there was a way she could be on a Trail Talk episode, but I guess she works.
She does work and she's pretty active. She's doing a mural in downtown Wichita Falls at this time. And that's kind of a big project. She's doing a ceramic and painting thing. And so she has a Steve Hilton, her ceramic professor, is helping her with that.
Ah,
But
okay.
she's also, she has a show right now in Seymour, Texas,
Okay.
which there's Whiteside Natural History Museum is a little music. Seymour's not any bigger than like Waurika.
Right.
But that was one of the coolest little
A little museum.
wildlife museums, like
Ah,
natural history,
uh-huh.
dinosaur bones and all sorts of fun things. But her art, because it's so, she does mostly animals and fun things. And so she did a dinosaur with these silly birds sitting on its back. Anyway, and her art just fit right in there. And so that's what she's been doing right now. And that's
Okay.
pretty
Well,
amazing.
fun.
So-
Seymour's probably a day trip from here, isn't it?
It
I
is,
mean,
it'd
it's
probably
not.
be, well, it's about 45 minutes on west of Wichita Falls. so.
Okay, yeah, easy
Yeah,
peasy if you
yeah.
want a little
But
day
it is
trip.
fun. It was
Yeah.
a neat museum
Yeah.
and, but in the art, it'll be up for another month or so. So
Well, besides her being in the rodeo, she also does, before the pandemic, of course, you guys did art battles.
yes, we-
Together. I mean, like you were there at the same time,
Yes.
not together, but you were
Yes.
there at the same time.
Wichita Falls they did a thing called Art Battle. It's a international competition of artists who get up on stage and compete, doing a painting in 20 minutes against each other. And then the people who are watching, they vote on their phones and then they auction off the paintings and it raises money for the Art Association or for whoever's doing it. So,
Uh-huh.
we could have one here.
Ooh, we could have an
could.
art battle. That
Wouldn't that
sounds
be fun?
awesome. Yes, that would be so fun. And really, we had kind of talked about maybe doing something like that here, having more than one person. That just didn't work out, but you are creating something
I'm gonna-
in a limited amount of time.
I always start off here with just the basic drawing and then I put in the darkest darks and the lightest lights. And then from here on out, I'm just going to color in the lines.
And
you
your
know?
medium, let's
and
talk about that.
I do watercolor, I can do oils and acrylic, but you had not really seen people do pastels in the
Right,
past. So I
right.
brought my pastels and that's what I'm doing, which are pastels are chalk. There's softer chalks and harder chalks. There's pencils. And so because this is kind of small, I might use the pencils more.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're just painting with pastels.
Okay, awesome.
that's what I'm
So
gonna do.
Lou's going to keep working on our rodeo queen, and we are going to come back over to where we were, where the Opry band was, and Jay Snyder is going to, he's a cowboy poet, and so he's going to be performing for us. So Lou, we
Okay,
will see you in
I'll
a
be
little
doing
bit.
this. All right.
Okay.
There we
Wait a
are.
minute.
There we are.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, guys, this is my dear friend, Jay Snyder. Now, Jay was also, you were on in June, and Jay's, he's so good. He's such a great supporter of the Heritage Center. He comes when we have poetry events. If he can't come, he gives us the names of people who can come. I mean, he's just always a great supporter, and we love that so much. Jay, you guys, if you've seen me with Jay before, I grew up just down the road from him. I mean, like a quarter of a mile, maybe something like
Maybe,
that. Yeah. My mom and dad still live there on that piece of land. And so I've known Jay for a very long time. I mean,
5 years.
relatively speaking, we're so young and everything, but no,
This is true.
we've known each other for a while. And so Jay, your poems are always entertaining. Sometimes he told one at our Cowboy and Cobblers that I got a little bit choked up the last one that you told out there? Do you remember that one?
I can't remember
Okay.
my name most of the time.
Well, once
I don't
it was,
remember. which
okay,
one.
well, it was one about a cowboy who died. I'm sorry. It was, anyway, it was sad. It was moving, but it was very beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
I guess he's not going to do that one today.
If I could remember it, I might.
I should have tried to remember the name of it. But anyway, Jay's going to perform some poems for us, and I'll come back and chat with him here in a few minutes. But you guys, Jay Snyder.
Thank you, Edie. You know, the inspiration for a lot of my poems comes hard sometimes. I kind of have to be in the right frame of mind, and I have to have some kind of inspiration before I am able to write anything. And and then sometimes the inspiration and the story behind the poem is more interesting than the poem sometimes. So this particular poem I wrote several years ago. And I wrote it as a tribute to a fellow by the name of Tom Morehouse. Tom and his family have ranched in North Texas for well over 100 years. And I had the opportunity probably 15 years ago to go down and help Tom and his crew on the spring cow works. And it was a lot of fun. And you got to work around a lot of good cowboys. And that's inspirational enough for me to get to watch good cowboys work, riding good horses. And so my older brother and I and our two youngest sons went down there, and Tom had invited us down to help him. So we got down there to the ranch, and it was a ranch that they had leased over between Turkey and Esteline, Texas. And so we get there way before daylight. And we get to the camp where the chuck wagon is, and there's nobody left in the camp except the cook. And we had a little conversation with him, and I'm thinking he was probably an exchange student because he didn't talk exactly like we did. But we got to visiting with him, and he told us which pasture we were going to gather and pointed us in the direction. And so it's just breaking light, and we get over on the rim over there, and we could see the silhouette of a cowboy horseback. So we rode over there to him and got to visiting with him. And he was a young guy. He's probably 17, 18 years old. Well, he didn't talk like us either. And so I said, "Son, where are you from?" And he said, "I'm from Wisconsin." And I said, "What in the world are you doing in North Texas from Wisconsin?" He said, "Well, I always wanted to work on a real cow ranch." He said, I wrangled dudes in Wisconsin for a few years. And he said, I always wanted to work on a real cattle ranch. So we got a hold of Tom, and Tom told him if he could come down before the wagon rolled out, that he'd give him a chance. So the kid got there, and Tom hired him on. And so we went through this whole day, and this kid was a good kid, and he had more try than anybody I'd ever seen. Through the day, it just got steadily worse for this guy, this kid. He tried hard, but he knew nothing, absolutely nothing about cattle. Rode a horse pretty good, but he knew nothing about cattle. So I still thought it was neat that Tom, knowing that the kid didn't have much experience, gave him the opportunity to work. And after the day was over and we got back home, I thought, I need to see if I can write something about that. And I wanted to write something real inspiring and real as a tribute to Tom, because he didn't have to hire this kid. He could have had the best cowboys in Texas hired. So the more I thought about it and the more I wrote, well, the poem kind of gets to going off in a different direction. So anyway, I entitled it A Tribute to Tom, about Tom Morehouse. Nobody knew where the kid called home. He just wandered in one day. He begged and pleaded with the wagon boss. He said he'd darn sure earn his pay. We could see he weren't a cowboy by the way he spoke and dressed, but something about him sort of struck a note. He was different from the rest. And we could tell that Tom was worried because the kid was darn sure green, but he had a kind of sincere way that we'd seldom ever seen. So we convinced old Tom to hire him on. He said he'd make the kid a place. Well, you could have lit the darkest room with the light in that kid's face. So Tom cut him out a seasoned horse so as to keep the kid alive. By break of dawn that frosty morn, the kid was making his first drive. And Tom sent him on a circle, said to ride the canyon rim, but by the time the kid made the branding pins, his old horse was a leading him. But he'd wade right in, I'll give him that, be it luck or be it fate, because every time we'd cut a dry, he'd be a standing in the gate. But at the branding fire, he seemed compelled to sure enough make a hand, so we stuck him on the flanking crew, so as to really test his sand. Well, the first calf run him over, kicked the pocket off his shirt. By the time he got him flanked and held, his boots was full of dirt. And Tom had yelled to bring the iron. The kid was Johnny on the spot. The end he grabbed was cold as ice. The end he handed Tom was not. But what the heck, the kid's got spunk. He healed old Nasty's calf and drug him through the branding fire, prompting me and Tom to laugh. Till old Nasty come a hunting for the thief what stole her kin. She give old Tom a hook and launched him up and out the pen. So Tom commenced to school the lad on vaccinating calves, but now old Tom will be bangs free and the black leg he won't have. So we put the kid to cropping ears, but it give the boy the heaves, and in between convulsions, he swallowed fork Tom's sleeve. Now the boys agree he'll make a hand on that, I'll bet my life, but we figured till he seasoned some, why, we'd not give the lad the knife. Then my head began to reel and swelling up with cowboy pride because the kid's success ain't relevant. It's just simply that he tried. But facts is facts, and I'm proud to say we kept the boy alive, but had we had to school him twice, why, poor old Tom might not survive. True story. Pretty much a true story. You know, as poets, they give us a tool to work with called poetic license, which means you can lie like the devil if you want to. I use it quite a little bit. Did you ever stop to wonder, is there just one pearly gate? In my mind's eye, I can see it there standing strong and true and straight. The paintwork chipped or faded and it swung real smooth and free, but is this gate just for city folk, not for worn out old punchers like me? You see, I'm not accustomed to gates so grand around our ranch. We merely make do. They're not real neat nor fancy made. Most got a broken rail or two. So I wonder, when I make it there to that gate so grand and fine, will the good Lord let me ride on through or send me around to one like mine? Like this one here at the branding pins with its worn and splintered rails. Lord, if that old gate could talk, it could tell a million tales. Like at branding time when the wagon's out for weeks there in the spring, or when the hands play a cowboy symphony as their rowels begin to ring. Or in the winter when it's feeding time because the snow is drifting deep and you're wondering where the remuda is, roll out because you can't sleep because so gate ain't hung real sturdy. Blow shut when it ain't tied, so you brave the bitter snow and cold to push that gate back way out wide. The horses know protection's waiting through that gate if there's a need, and there's trust and admiration there when they come in to feed. You see, that gate is mighty special, though it's seen some better days. In spring, you see revival through it in the valley beneath the haze. And at that gate, if you listen closely, a wealth of laughter fills your ears. Must be old friends that happened by for all those many years. Because this ranch breathed life for a lot of years into kids and calves and foals. sunrise still takes your breath away from the top of those rocky knolls. So this gate must be the pearly kind, though it's rough and loosely tied, because when I'm standing there looking through, I see heaven on the other side. Thank you. Edie said she liked long poems.
I do like long poems. I
And-
kind of get lost in them a little bit, to be honest.
I've got some long ones, but they're really long.
Really long,
I don't know
huh?
how much time we've got, but
Do you, so you've got them all in your
well,
memory?
for the most part.
Yeah.
I've got a whole bunch of others, but I don't have them committed to memory as
Right.
well as I'd like to right now. And to me, that's a huge thing for a poet, that until you get that poem committed to memory where you don't ever stumble,
Mm-hmm.
that then and only then can you put the passion in that poem
Right.
that the writer wrote the poem.
Mm-hmm.
So I try real hard to get them committed to memory before I use them a lot. I've got a lot of other poems, but the memory goes, you know.
Well, I mean, I think that, first of all, you want to do it right. You want to honor the story and the intent that the writer has. And so
Sure.
you don't want to just monotone it out
Absolutely.
or be thinking about it. So, yeah, I get that. I
Well,
get that.
to me, you can take a really good poem and not do it well, and it's not a good poem, or you can take a somewhat poorly written poem and put the passion in it, and it becomes a better poem. So, I don't know, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
But I
well-
think that's what we need to try to do.
Listen, Jay, I think your reputation speaks for itself, because you have a following, I guess. You have people who watch you. I mean, the first time you were on, it was Zoom, and we had several people who were watching from around the country. But all of those, the places where you would generally go to perform, those weren't happening. And so, people needed a cowboy poetry fix, right? So,
Well, generally I got one fan and she goes with me when I go.
that's right.
you know?
She's not here today. I hope
Yeah.
she's watching.
But
Yeah.
it's
Hi,
it's a
Sandy.
lot of fun, and we've really had a great time doing it. The past 25 years, the best payment of all was meeting all the folks that you get to meet. So it's
Right.
been a great thing.
Right. Well, thank you again so much for supporting the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. We love it whenever you come and visit. And would you do one more
Glad to
for
do
us?
it. Yes,
Okay,
I will.
thank you.
Thank you very much. This poem I wrote, well, I don't know how many folks remember several years ago. You'd go down the road and you'd see somebody in their old wore out feed truck or some old pickup. And on the back bumper or the back windshield or the front bumper or somewhere, they had a bumper sticker on there, and it said cowboy up. That's all it said, cowboy up. And I've asked lots of folks, do y'all know what that means? And I still don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. So I wanted to sit down and write something and put it in the context that I thought it needed to be in. So I wrote my very first rap poem. And I know that's exciting. Maybe not. It's called Tyrone and Tyree. I've learned lots of lessons about cowboying up. You see, I've been a cowboy since I was a pup, and well, my dad taught me the way granddad taught him. Rewards without effort come seldom and slim. That if working for wages or bossing the crew, a job left half finished reflects upon you. that good leaders are men who, while bossing a crew, won't ask of their men what they wouldn't do, because, well, men are just men, and it's by God's design, we all pull on our britches one leg at a time. But some men are leaders while others pull back. They'll stray from the trail some, or hard to untrack. But with proper persuasion, they'll likely fall in. You see, that's just the nature of horses and men. And that put me to thinking about Tyrone and Tyree, the best team of Belgians you ever would see. While they'd lay in those collars and pull stride for stride, work sun up to sundown till the day that they died. But Tyree would get balky, not pull like he should, so Tyrone would reach over and scold him right good. And the load they was pulling would even right out. That's the lesson in life that I'm talking about. Because some horses are leaders while others pull back. They'll stray from the trail some, or hard to untrack. But with proper persuasion, they'll likely fall in. You see, that's just the nature of horses and men. That put me to thinking about what Dad had said, and one question he asked me still rings in my head. In your mirror while shaving, which one would you see? Would you see Tyrone, or would you see Tyree? And the leaders of men, let's all raise a cup. Here's to pulling your weight, to cowboying up.
Thanks again,
Thank
Jay.
you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we
you.
loved it. We loved it
Thank
so
you.
much. All right, let's check in with Lou while Jan gets ready to perform for us. How's it coming?
Okay, I'm putting in color. It
Uh-huh.
probably looks a little scraggly right now, but it's like beginning to kind of take shape, dark spots, and I have a lot of fun sometimes with the color of a horse. Like this is a
Right.
swirl, and so although that tends to be kind of that reddish brown color, but there's to me like lots of color in there and in the sun and in the light, and so I'll add a lot of fun colors to that as
Right,
I,
and
as I do
so
this.
so are you kind of layering?
Yeah, you can do that. I try to think about where the shadows are, and I'm going to put darker, warmer colors there. And pretty much the horse will be pretty warm anyway. But you can layer up. You can see that I've put maybe a color here and then put a darker color over it to get the richer, darker shadow color.
Right.
And so anyway, it's really a pretty simple little drawing right now. So, once you establish all your color, then you can go in and start refining it.
Mhm.
So that's kind
Right.
of where I'm
I'm
at
just
right now.
noticing how light and wispy the hair is right there, and just a little. I mean, I don't know if that's the way.
Yeah, you want
It- it
I'm
looks-
hoping, there's something about fascinating. One of my first watercolors I ever did, I found a picture of a cowboy that was, he had roped a calf and was throwing it down in the dust. I want to capture the dust. How do you do that?
Uh-huh.
But they kick up a little dust, and so we'll see if we can catch
Right.
that too.
Right. Yeah, and there's some kicked up there on those hooves. So.
So it's the queens, once they get queen, or they're maybe in the rodeo running for queen, they do what's called a queen mount, and then they ride around the arena as
Uh-huh.
fast as their little horse can take them and
Kind of salute, to
salute
the
the
crowd.
crowd.
Yeah.
And so that's what this is a picture of. And
Okay.
anyway.
Well, fun. It's really coming along. It looks good. This is pretty fun to me to see all this coming along like this. So, okay, we'll check back
Okay,
in a little bit.
I'll be here.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Jan Carroll for just a minute now. Miss Jan was here in June, I believe, of last year, before we went to 2 episodes. So she was one of our very early guests. And you are a member of the
Yes.
Chisholm Trail Heritage Center.
Proud member.
A proud member. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. That's great. And you play, I just completely went blank.
It's called a mountain dulcimer.
A mountain dulcimer. Yes, mountain dulcimer. And now do you write songs?
I arrange.
You arrange.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yes.
kind of, what is that? Exactly.
Taking other people's work and making it more like me.
Well, there you, okay. so you
Changing things. and
Personalize it.
Personalize it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, and when you were here before, there were competitions that you had gone to
Yes.
before.
Yes.
So I guess that was all.
Everything stopped.
Uh-huh.
No, I haven't been to a festival in almost 2 years. Everything
Wow.
is just.
Is there any chance of those?
I
are
will
there
be
any-
attending a festival this weekend, actually.
Woohoo! All
per-
right.
Performing at a festival in Glen Rose, Texas.
Okay, so this can be your
Yes.
warm up.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, take it away, Jan.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll start out with a favorite. Everybody always likes Floyd Kramer, so I'll start with the Floyd Kramer number. And next I will do a song that I've used in competition before, El Paso, a great cowboy musician.
Well, Jan, that was awesome. That's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Yes,
The Cowboy
beautiful
Opry
song.
Band performs that song too. And it just takes me back to, I don't know, the back when KOMA was an AM station and you could get it anywhere in the
Yes.
world, basically. And that's the kind of country music I just grew up listening to that. And
Yes, me too.
yeah, it really takes me back. I love that. Is that Marty Robbins?
Yes.
Is that,
No, yes, Marty Robbins.
got it. Woo, okay.
Yes.
Phew, that was close. I really went out on a limb there, trying to hoping that was right. So I'm very excited for you to get a chance to get back into the festivals. How many of those
Yes.
a year would you normally attend?
Well, 5 or 6 at
Oh,
least.
wow.
Yes.
Goodness, so
And,
that's a big
It's a big
gap
difference. Yes.
for
I-
you.
I have been able to perform some locally
Mhm.
this year, and so that's helped.
Wow, well, good,
Yes.
good. Well, do you have another one
I
more for
do.
us?
Mhm.
Okay, well, Jan, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for
Thank
having
you
me.
for supporting the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center as a member and on
my
Trail
pleasure.
Talk and just being there, We
Thank you.
appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm honored to be here among such great talent. It's quite an honor to be asked. So thank you for having me. And since the Spanish music has played such a role in Western music, I'm going to do another song. Some of you may have heard of it. It's quite frequently done as a guitar solo, but I have adapted it to the mountain dulcimer, and it is called the Spanish Fandango. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jan.
Thank
I
you.
was just watching your fingers on that and thinking, man, that just seems like a very difficult instrument to play, but your hands just flying, it looks like a piano with one hand and strumming with the other, but wow, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Good
very
luck
much.
at your festival this
Thank you.
weekend.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, and
Thanks.
thank you again so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, okay, we will see you soon.
All
Let's
right.
check on Lou real quick. Oh, no, you don't have to be finished.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not finished.
Look at this thing taking shape though. I was watching from afar and it's interesting how from a little bit of a distance, your eye blends the
Yes.
colors, more than up here, right on it, you know what I
It's
mean?
pretty expressionistic at this point, and it may not get too much more detail because, you really are supposed to view art from a distance.
Right.
You sometimes have to fire up the airplane, but it's really great
Like,
at that
was
point.
that movie Tootsie? Keep pulling back, how far? But like they say some city somewhere or something. But I see you've added shadow
Yeah,
under
I'll
there.
add more color because
Uh-huh.
shadow, dark is all sorts of colors actually. So all the
Okay.
colors that are in her should be down here too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
See, I would have never thought about that.
Because your white reflects, so
Uh-huh.
there's no color there.
Right.
Whereas dark has all the colors.
All the colors.
And I don't use black because a black marker or pencil, paint,
Uh-huh.
whatever, it's just chemicals. And it doesn't really capture the real color because black is all sorts of colors.
Oh,
So that was
wow.
one of the things that Pat Holloway taught me. She said, don't use black. And
Wow.
so I used darker blues and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll add other colors and it looks black. So
Wow,
to our
that is a very cool thing. I learned something again today. Lou teaches art, don't you?
I do. I'm not teaching
Sometimes-
right now. Pandemic and stuff.
Right,
and I'm
right.
not doing as much of that. Just Elena and I paint together,
Uh-huh.
and so that's my only student at this point. Although
Okay.
I may be teaching some at the Arts Explosion,
Oh,
and I
okay.
may be also teaching a watercolor class pretty soon. If we can
Ooh,
get that
get
going.
that. All right. Well, carry on.
Okay.
I will
okay.
not, she mentioned Elena. That's our dear friend Elena
Yes.
Hill, who is a very talented artist.
Yes.
Incredible pianist.
Yes.
Yeah, just great, 16 years old and so accomplished already
She's
in those
amazing.
areas.
Mhm.
Yeah, she really is. So anyway, I'll let Lou get back at it. I'm going to come over here and we're going to talk to Clancy and Jilly Jones a little bit. Our friend Jilly, Jilly's actually going to be a featured artist in 2022. We need the wide angle lens now. Okay. Anyway, Jilly's going to be featured artist 2022. Did we remember when yet?
I
No.
believe in June.
Okay,
Not
June.
sure.
Okay.
July, August,
June.
third quarter, yeah.
Yes.
Something,
Yeah,
all right,
something in
something
there,
along
yes.
those lines. So you guys are going to want to put that on your calendar and come see all of her amazing photography. I mean, and this is just a splendid example of how you're able to just capture the beauty of nature, Jilly. I love it so much. So tell us about this.
Sure. So this piece is actually located in Las Vegas. This
Oh.
is right outside of Las Vegas, I believe west of the Strip. And it's a beautiful canyon. It's called Red Rock Canyon. And there's hidden in here all kinds of trails. So you can walk it, you can jog it, you can just get out there and explore nature. And actually, a lot of people rock climb these mountains
Oh.
as well.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a really neat spot and I think sometimes overlooked.
Right.
You know,
So like perspective wise, maybe how far do you think that those are from?
From
I'm
where
trying
I
to
was
decide,
standing?
like, would a person be super tiny there
Oh,
or,
yeah. So if we were standing right here, we would probably be at this height. But if
Okay.
you look deep in there, there are tiny, tiny, tiny little bits of traces of maybe a car. I don't even know if there's a car out there. There's something like a little top of the
Oh,
building.
okay. So that's very small then. Okay, that
Yes.
helps. That kind of helps me.
Sure.
I like to kind of have an idea, but
And, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna mention how all the colors look so beautiful, but this is desert.
It is, yes.
You know.
It's pretty wild how the colors can, magnify. There was a little bit of precipitation earlier in the day. So I think that like put a little bit of color into the plants. And then of course, this particular piece, I claimed it more of my surreal series. So it's got like a desert dream effect.
Mhm.
So it's just a little more mystical than maybe, if you see it in person. So
Right.
it's been definitely enhanced to give that dreamy feel.
Yeah, well, it is. This is the kind of photography, you could just spend hours appreciating. Just
Thank you.
looking at it, seeing something new whenever you look. So what is new with you? So you were
Yes.
scheduled to come in November last year, but you had
Yes.
work that I can't remember where you went, Washington or
Uh,
Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon,
Yes.
okay. And so Clancy came on
Yes.
in November, and so then you came in December.
Yes.
And oh my goodness, you brought up so many great pieces with you.
Thank
But
you.
so what are you up to these days?
Well, let's see. I guess in the last month we really got to rocking and rolling with photography around here locally.
Oh,
And so that's been really nice and fun. And the weather's been amazing to capture some stuff outdoors, but we're at the mercy of Mother Nature. So we had many reschedules due to wind and rain.
There has been a lot of wind lately.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It
Weird
is.
weather.
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
But so we've been working on that. And then I went back out to Oregon in April, the 1st of April. And that's for a business, a beauty brand business. And so we shot like Mother's Day stuff and pretty much up to summer. So that was really fun. So that's rolling out right now.
And so are some of these new things on your Cactus and Petal website?
Yes, so the ones here locally, we're gonna roll those out probably in the next week or two, since so you can
good.
see some new portrait work. And you can always go to our Instagram page, Cactus and Petal. And then we also have, if you want to get to know me a little bit, it's at Jilly Photo, Jilli, and then photo. So you can check out both of those.
All right.
So,
So do you have
yeah.
anything? Okay, so you've been doing portraits
Yes.
for people around here? Is that what you were
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
Okay, like senior.
Senior
Portraits,
photos.
okay.
We finished up a family photo shoot not too long ago. So
Uh-huh.
just some nice, just portraiture. It's been really great. It's always a blessing to be balanced in life with, a little bit of graphic design, a little bit of photography. So, so anyway, we're just rocking and rolling with that. And then we're gonna try to get, crossing my fingers, the web shop sometime to purchase items like this in the fall. So I'm working on an 11-week course that starts in 2 weeks. I'm always continuing my education. So I'm doing another.
At least somebody is.
At least somebody.
I'm always
right?
wanting to learn something new. So I'm going to be applying a lot of the stuff that I learned towards our web shop. So this is on design and marketing. So I'm excited
Okay.
to put it towards us.
And so is the portrait thing, so that's a service that you're offering?
Yes.
Okay.
yes. So we have a studio here locally. So if you want we specialize in headshots. If you would like to do just some nice, beautiful portrait work, maybe if you want something more themed. I love anything that's kind of the 16th, 17th century, the Baroque art. It's very dramatic and I studied it in college, so I love if I have an opportunity to bring that out in a photograph with a person, so we can get as dramatic as the person wants to be.
All right, so do
But-
you have some like props and things like
We
that,
have
or do
props,
people
um,
bring their own things with them, or?
we will build it out for them a lot of times. So if it
Okay.
requires, a particular piece, or for one client, towards the end of the year, we actually created a backdrop specifically for that photo shoot, painted it and
Oh,
everything. So
Wow.
Chalkboard paint,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
it was really fun, but it
It
was
was-
really messy.
It was,
too.
it was
Oh,
it was a few hours worth of work.
Was it? So is that is that your part in the photography? You do?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
The
much. yeah,
muscle,
pretty
you're the
much.
muscle behind all
Pretty
that?
much. And when she goes out of town, I get to stay home with all the dogs and cats. Well, we
Okay.
just got a new cat, so
Ah,
Humane Society.
that's new.
oh,
Yes.
Mhm.
that's awesome.
New family member. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the big part with, our business, I couldn't be where I'm at without Clancy's support. And I think that's a big component when you start working with, bigger projects, you need more eyes on the project and you need a team. So it's been awesome to have him, especially narrowing down images. And he's got a really great eye. I can get it to a certain point and then he can come in and be so decisive and help me like that one. Yes, no, that one, it's okay, but that one's better. So that really helps the process.
Right, that's
So
good.
back to this. I get to wake up to this every morning. So
Because
In the middle
this
of the
hangs
night,
in
it's
your
on
and
the
house.
in the middle of the night, yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes. and I-
this hangs in your
I
house,
sooner
so
have bedroom,
that's,
yes.
yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, I just think that's awesome.
Mhm.
That's fun. So Clancy,
Oh, no.
what's new with you, man?
Well, I've become a ranch hand.
A ranch
Yeah,
hand.
for the
Very
time being.
good. Okay. So you've been wrangling some cattle?
I wouldn't say wrangling. I've been feeding and doing whatever else needs to be done besides riding a horse.
Maybe Jay could
I
write a
know.
poem about Clancy's adventures.
Jay brought me to
in-
tears on that second one. It was
I
really
know.
good, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
The gate story, the gate
The
poem. Yeah.
Pearly Gates,
that's solid.
yes.
So yeah, and in the midst of all that, I recorded a record down in Fort Worth, and we're getting ready to do some artwork on it and possibly get it released in I guess winter, fall, or possibly early 2022. Yeah,
Okay,
so-
yay,
Yeah,
that is
we're excited.
exciting.
But yeah,
Have you had a chance to play live anywhere? You were someone who had not had
haven't.
any opportunities.
I
whenever
haven't.
we
Well,
talked to you.
I mean, yeah, living in Duncan, it's kind of hard to drive 2-3 hours for shows, but and financially, but
Right.
I just booked 2 shows in Kansas and Missouri. So next month I get the hell out of here and do something.
All right,
Yeah,
that's so exciting.
And hopefully I can get stuff, regional here in
Uh-huh.
Oklahoma. But right now I'm just kind of slowly getting back into it.
And so can we find out about you and your performing schedule on Cactus and Pedal? Or
No,
is
it
that
would
on
be ClancyJonesMusic.com. Yeah, you can find my touring dates. I haven't updated it yet, but I just secured the dates the other day. So
Okay,
and
yeah,
bands
well,
bands in town, if you're part of Bands in Town, or where am I? Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
Bands in
right.
Town, around.
Uh-huh.
You can look on there and follow me. and
Okay,
all
I
that
am
stuff.
on that Bands in Town.
Yeah, just look me up.
so-
I'm on there, and
Okay,
every time I post a show, it'll be coming to your emails. You get a
perfect. I
notification.
love it.
And
But yeah,
there's-
I haven't played anywhere. I mean, since November 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since
Well, I hope you practiced.
I
You're not
have.
rusty or, well, you
Well, you know, I'm
recorded, you
actually-
recorded an album.
It's a lot different, but
Because you
yes.
get to,
Yeah,
do
just,
extra things.
I had a good cast of players on that, and I played the guitar and vocals, and just had a great time. It was
yeah.
5 solid days in the studio, and yeah, and we came up with some really unique material. So
Awesome. I can't wait.
it's all written by me, and the music's written by a bunch of other people, but
Uh-huh.
mainly me and actually her too. She's got her hand in some of the songs.
All
So
right. You guys are a good team,
Yeah,
aren't you?
so
You're a
that's
really
what we,
good team.
I'm wearing my groupie shirt. too
I
today.
see, I
So-
noticed that, yeah.
They are still available.
Yep, I have a
if
few
you would
sizes
like
available.
a Clancy
Okay,
Jones
Clancy
tee.
Jones
It's
t-shirt.
on
Yeah.
his website, Clancy Jones Music.
There we go.
Yeah. So almost, I guess am I supposed to start up a song, or?
Jillian and
We're gonna
I
get to that?
will
Did I step out?
move.
Come on,
Yeah.
girl. So we were supposed to do this the first time, but
Uh-huh.
this is us, our
Okay,
little weird
yeah.
ways.
That's
So,
right.
Are you singing with him?
No,
Oh, no,
you can
no.
step out if you want.
Yeah, I'll step out.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over here.
Okay, yeah, we'll
So
step to
this
the
is
side.
this would be off the new album. It's called Found My Way. I sent my mama a letter, a picture for her wall. Told her I've been out of touch. I'm sorry I didn't call. Well, I'm sorry. I should have called. I sent my daddy a letter, told him I learned to use my hands. I hope he's proud of me on the 2 feet that I stand. 2 feet there to stay. I got those busted knuckles, I'm eating from a tin can. I sold my soul for American greed. I'm working for the man. Well, I'm working for the man. So don't worry about your son, I'm making it day to day. The sweat dripping from my brow lets me know I found my way. You know I found my way.
That was fun, Clarence.
I am a
So-
little rusty, I guess.
So was that new?
Yeah.
That was your
Well,
new?
actually, that song, well, that song's, I think, 12 years old,
Really?
2000, no, actually, 2012, so 8 years old.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
but you got it on the
Yeah,
newest?
it's the newest one.
newest
It
album.
sounds, it's got a lot more sounds than that, but
Uh-huh.
yes, it's definitely a new one. Yeah,
Okay,
and the next one I'll play later, or whenever, it's gonna be off my record in 2017.
okay,
It's sad, but-
okay.
but yeah.
All right, so, yes, sir, I'm gonna let Jilly get up
Well, I
there.
guess, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just,
Okay, so,
Hanging
plans for the future, you're gonna put that album, it'll get, I don't know, how do you go about?
there's so many steps to climb. It's just, doing it the right way.
Uh-huh.
And having the right people on my team to do it, and hoping for the best, and just getting people to listen,
Right?
the right people to listen, and
I was just thinking about that. So, in the old days, you try to get it on the radio.
right, and that's still
Is that
it's
still,
yeah, yeah,
it's
of
still a
course.
thing?
And there's so many platforms. I mean,
Right, that's what I was
Spotify,
thinking.
Deezer, Tidal,
Uh-huh.
YouTube. I mean, all that's it's all gonna be on there. You can find all my music on those anyway, but
Mhm.
the new album won't be on there. But it's only gonna be released digitally and with vinyl. So we ain't doing no CDs.
Okay,
It's you end up giving them away after a
Right,
few weeks. So,
right.
but
well,
it's just-
and I mean,
and
people have
nobody,
really gotten back into vinyl.
well, nobody has
Yeah.
CD players in their car anymore. I mean,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
So
yeah, everyone
It's hard
puts
to.
the little cable in their phone.
Right,
and
right,
it's-
right. So yeah, you can find all my music on Spotify and anywhere you find music right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay, so how do you get your song on on the radio?
you pay people to do that. Basically.
Like you have an
Or
agent or
if
something?
you know somebody
who
and if you know,
pushes
yeah,
the-
if you know some, the right way to do it was somebody that's an agent or something, but basically. if
Or you
know some-
network?
Yeah, if you know somebody in the radio industry that really trusts you, so yeah,
Uh-huh.
here you go, and they might give you a spin. But that's kind of far in the distance right now. We're just kind of getting everything wrapped up in the studio, so I can.
Okay,
get-
polishing
yeah,
everything
with-
up.
Yes,
and-
exactly, and that way I can go to the next step, which is the artwork and getting vinyl pressed and
Right.
all that stuff. Once that's done, I'm gonna release little bitty tidbits of stuff. And
Mhm.
the social media world, it's
Right.
it's
It-
a headache.
Yes.
And,
Well, really,
mhm,
because you have to be everywhere
mhm,
and you have to have something that is going to get people's attention. So you need something visual,
right.
and so I can see why the artwork
Oh,
It's
yeah, that's a
important to know
major,
that.
major component. And one of the main components besides the music is the artwork. 'Cause that's where the music lies. You know, here
Mm-hmm.
is the music, here's the artwork. And that's kind of, you want it to kind of gel together and
Right.
tell a story
Right.
that's inside that record
Mhm.
case.
So I guess is artwork your contribution?
Possibly.
we're-
We usually, for his artwork, commission an artist, sometimes a fine arts painter, or at
Mhm.
this point, we might have a 20-year veteran in branding and graphic design to come in. And like he was saying, just
Good
to be
idea.
able, to take it to that next level, it's going to take a team. So we
Mhm.
have really decided to take our time with it and find the right people that can match up
Mhm.
and get in there. And we want to value their time and invest in them. And
There's no rush on this.
after
I
the
mean,
pandemic, there's no rush.
There's really no rush. I mean,
Right.
Learn to stay
Yeah.
in
you
place.
gotta- Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much, you gotta put content, you gotta put content, gotta put
Mhm.
content. It's like, well, no, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I'll do it on my pace, at our pace,
Right.
and I get the best product we can with the people we
Mm-hmm.
have on our side, on our team. So
Mhm.
that's the main thing is, quality.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Well,
yeah.
Lou, how's it coming over there?
What's up, Lou?
It's going along.
Is it? Let's look at
Need
Lou.
more some music and.
Yeah, she likes to play to, she likes to draw
Well,
and paint to music
I guess
then,
we can,
okay?
I don't know, we can knock it out, huh?
Yeah, let's go for it.
This will be my last one. It's called Sad and Blue. It's off my record, Ghost of Talfordsville, back from 2017. Yeah, thank y'all for having us, Edie, again.
yeah,
It's always a
yeah.
pleasure, Scott.
I'm
Tina, nice to meet you
Yeah,
too.
thank
And
you.
thank y'all for all hanging out and chilling with us. Thanks to my wife too for,
Yeah.
you're doing this with me. I'm like, all right, cool. This is my second Facebook Live thing, so I'm not a V anymore. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank y'all. You're gonna miss me, honey. I know this is true. You're gonna miss me, honey. I know this is true. You're gonna be so lonely, honey. Oh, so sad and blue. You're gonna be so lonely, honey. Oh, so sad and blue. You're gonna love me, honey. It's the last thing on earth to do. I've been plagued by these false ideas. These friendships always last. Been rolled over and walked upon. Wipe your feet on the mat. Well, there's some indication that you were telling lies. Wrapped up in the thought of loving you. Blinded both my eyes. Oh, blinded both my eyes. Blinded both my eyes. You don't love me, honey. Oh, you don't love me, honey. Oh, girl, I have cut a path across the land from Maine to the Golden State. I've been working these hands to the bone. Ain't nothing they can't take. No, no, well, I wish I could see you just to hold your hand. Well, I wish I was the one to fight your plan. Oh, the one to fight your plan. The one to fight your plan. You're gonna love me, honey. Oh, you're gonna love me, honey. Oh, let's go. You're gonna miss me, honey. I know this is true. You're gonna miss me, honey. I know this is true. You're gonna be so lonely, honey. Oh, so sad and blue. You're gonna be so lonely, honey. Oh, so sad and blue. You're gonna love me. Last thing you're gonna love me, honey. It's the last thing on earth you do. Thank you.
Guys, thank you. Thank you so much for coming back for the 100th episode of Trail Talk. I'm so excited for the future for y'all and kind of, what all we're going to see. And we can say, yeah, Clancy played it here first, right?
Yeah, right on.
Clancy played it here first. So
Right on.
anyway, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, and thanks
Thank
for
you, guys.
sharing
Appreciate
your
it.
photography and everything. So I think we're gonna zoom over to Lou now and see if okay. And we're gonna see how she's doing, and if you guys would come back up here just one more time so we can tell everybody, you know how we sign off around here. We need everybody up here to do that. So let's check on Lou. I saw it literally when the music started. You just were you were
I
going.
need that music. Yes, it was great. Amazing.
Yeah. Wow. That looks, is that amazing or what? That is so great. I love it. You've been working on that just for a little while. That is, so if you like, would this be your finished product? Or
It could be, a lot of times it's good, like I haven't really
step
I
back
haven't
and done
stepped
the.
back and I really need to step back
Uh-huh.
and there's probably some little detail things that I'm not seeing right now that sometimes when you look at your art, you see what you think you see, and then you need to wait a day or two and then come back and look at it again. Or even now then I can take a picture with my phone and I look at that and I go, oh my God, I need to fix that. And so I do a lot of that.
Right.
So you ever somebody might be looking at this at home and going, oh, she needs.
Oh, she's finished, huh?
She needs some help.
She teaches, right?
I have something for you to thank you for
What?
doing trail talks. And I have it here. I'm going to give it to you real quick so that you
Oh.
can do that.
Oh, well, Lou, thank you so much.
This is something
That
else I
is-
do.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
So I do pottery
Thank
also.
you. Look at that, you
And I
guys.
thought, yeah, I think she needs a cup. We're having me
Oh,
on here
that
and
is so
we're having all these artists and
sweet.
keeping us busy.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I'm a hugger. I'm sorry. I'm a hugger. That is beautiful. Look at that. Y'all are all wishing. Uh-huh. They're all jealous, very jealous right now. I'm a coffee drinker too. So this will be hands off at my house. Thank you. Thank you very much. So
Well,
you
thank you
want,
for letting us be here.
Oh.
Yeah.
absolutely. It's
Fun
just,
stuff.
this has been the best 100 days of my life. I'm just not even kidding. It's just been so awesome. So we're gonna come back over here.
Okay.
Lou, step
You come
over
over
here
there?
with us. Yeah. I'm gonna put this right there. I'm just gonna keep everybody for just a second, because I just want to remind everyone, starting this Sunday, May the 9th, Mother's Day, we're gonna have, Galen, you're not in. How far back can that camera go, Scott? We need to add another person. Yeah, okay, push together.
Side
Yeah,
view.
sideways. Okay, there you go. Step in behind. You're tall
Come in
enough.
there.
You
You
can
can
see.
probably-
Okay. May the 9th, we're going to be opening on Sundays. Our new hours are going to be 10 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday. Free admission this Sunday for anyone 55 and older. And we won't ID. If you want to say you're 55, we'll believe you. Who would lie about that, right? And remember, we're having this fantastic knife giveaway. Clancy, can you do a little Vanna hand thing there on the knife for me? Oh, there, he's gonna hold it up. Look at that beautiful work of art. Skip Rowell made that amazing knife, and we're gonna have a giveaway. Just come by the museum anytime between now and June 16th and say, hey, I'm here to see Skip Rowell's artwork. And we'll put your name in for a drawing that will happen on Trail Talk. So whew, I think I'm talked out for today, y'all. Everybody, Clancy, Jilly, Jan, Jay, wow, Jilly, Jan, Jay, Missy, Alan, Lou, and Galen. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I just really mean it. Scott, Tina, you guys, thanks. You're absolutely 100% necessary for all the big thumbs up from Scott there. All right, are you guys gonna play Happy Trails?
Sure.
Oh, they play
good.
Happy Trails for us. Okay, let's hit it.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together to sing a song and bring the sunny weather? Happy trails to you until we meet again.
All right, guys. Happy trails. Happy trails. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.